Despite the light angle here, I'm not dead. Um, I'm in my hotel. And I wanted to make a short video talking about what was supposed to be a good vacation has ended up being like the longest 2 days of probably my entire life. Now, I want to say first off, this has nothing to do with my fiance. She's wonderful. She has been nothing but good to me since I got here, and I really appreciate it. You know, a lot of this trip was to help her move back to where I live. We met, I guess, well, it's like a weird story. We met over a year ago, talked a lot. You know, we've obviously seen each other and stuff, and thought, hey, it's time to, move. Well, move her, I guess would be the best way to say it. And so I knew that things would be rough from the start because of the airplane. I am not an airplane guy. I'm sure you guys know this about me. They terrify me. I get it, like, oh, haha, it's funny. Like, airplanes are not that scary. Less accidents happen with airplanes. I get it. One of my earliest memories, seriously, is watching 9/11 on the news. So I'm not saying that it's like all airplanes, but it freaked me out as a kid, and it's still creepy. Um, so I knew that would be rough. I got in the plane, and well, I guess I should start at the beginning. I went to the airport. Uh, this was the one in the Twin Cities, and there's nothing wrong with anyone who works there, but I think everybody was having a crabby day, honestly, and I had no sleep, so to be fair, I might have been a little bit oversensitive. It's very possible. But the first guy I talked to try to get help really gets irritated with me that I don't know exactly where I'm going and what I'm doing. I get it, man, you work here every day, but some of us who have never flown before, who did actually take the time to read stuff about it and, watch videos and everything, actually, unlike a lot of people, to try and do the right things, it still was poorly laid out before you actually get to the security and gate areas. So dude gets annoyed at me. I'm already, kind of freaking out about just being there. And then I kind of start having a panic attack that I'm going to be late for my flight that I paid a lot of money for, which would be, again, partially my fault for not knowing exactly where I'm going. Fair enough. But it was still a concern. And I made it through there. I got through baggage claim and everything. And then I got to security. And here's the thing, but full discretion, the TSA was very nice to me. I'm serious. I'm not making a joke. Um, and also, I should say, I know I don't usually make this type of vlogging video. This is a weird place to put this. I don't really want to edit much. But I did need to vent all this stuff. So please bear with me. If you actually don't care, fair enough. But I went through TSA. I did all this stuff right there, actually, believe it or not. Except for some reason, there's a different security line for different types of tickets at this airport, which I didn't realize. So I was in the wrong one. So then they got kind of annoyed at me. Not even TSA, the people ahead of them in the airport got annoyed at me for being in the wrong line. So they moved me over. Fair enough, whatever. Didn't see it marked. Maybe it was. Didn't see it. Fair enough. I go through the security line. I actually did do everything right, but I swear I must have looked so nervous because I was kind of panicking and having a hard time breathing because of the whole fear of planes type thing and flying, actually. It's one of the few things I would say I'm horrified of, is flying. That I must have looked so scared that I looked like one of the bad guys, Like, oh, this guy must be hiding something. Either that or, I don't know, maybe I was extremely attractive because I did get a pat down. Didn't really bother me. I don't really care. Um, I found it amusing. I did not make a joke about it. You should never do that. They can call that harassment and stuff, even though they're the one touching you, which is weird, but they can. Legally, it has happened. So you don't want to do that even if you find it funny, which I did a little bit. But that at least alleviated a little bit of tension that it was like, oh yeah, this guy has nothing, whatever, we waste our time, move on. I get my stuff. Dude behind me in the line's annoyed, even though I didn't choose to pat myself down, at least not there. And I make it to the gate, get in the plane, fair enough. But because of all the holdups, it was like pushing it close where I was kind of worried that I was going to be late and not make it. But I I made it. So that was nice. I actually got to another airport where I had to transfer flights as well. And I took my carry-on stuff. I made it to the flight fine. Here's the thing, like after you get past security, everybody's nice at the airport. But it's almost like there's layers of like anger ahead of that, probably because they deal with a lot of people. I don't know. But made it past all that and it was fine. When I got to Maine, I knew that there was going to be some issues, both from my panic stuff that I have with certain things. Most things don't bother me, but certain things like flying do. And also with the whole move. And it has nothing to do with my fiance. It has to do with I the how do I put this? Like dynamics. I'm someone that even though she's met before, like her family doesn't know that well. And even though we've known each other forever, for a really long time, I guess, and been together for a long time and stuff like that, it's not like they really knew me too well. So for this to kind of be the time when she was moving, which it just happened to be sort of the time that worked for me and for her, I don't know if that was a good time for them. And that's really all there is to it. I mean, it's not like it's like some horrible thing, but it's more just stressful, probably for everybody. A stressful thing. And so that already made me nervous because, like, I don't really care what people think about me, but I don't really want to come in and be like, hey, I'm here to ruin your family or something like that. It's not me. I'm just, I care about this girl, obviously, so trying to do right by her. That's really all it is. So I knew that that would be stressful a little bit, and that's totally fine. It's growing pains, stuff like that. But what I didn't know was how bad my panic attack type stuff would affect me for the rest of the trip. Like I said, it's been probably 2 of the longest days of my entire life. And the reason for that is because I've been mostly stuck in the hotel room. And you're going to hear Jill isn't here, actually. It's because she's at home taking care of some moving stuff. And why am I not? It's not because I'm just a lazy jerk. It's because I've been nauseous like crazy for the last, probably, I don't know, almost 48 hours, but really day and a half, I guess. I was nauseous off and on getting off the plane, both. But it got really bad in the afternoon here yesterday. And I've just been stuck in this hotel room, unable to eat anything. Not because there's nothing to eat, but because like I can't keep food down. I don't have COVID. I was tested within 72 hours of now, and I don't have it. So it's not that. But some kind of stomach bug or food poisoning or something with my anxiety crap, which I have along with my depression stuff, has just made my body like completely reject a lot of stuff, including just being here. I get that a lot of men will be like, oh, it's dumb to cry. I called my mom crying, full disclosure. Like if you're the kind of person who thinks like not real men cry, no one can help you anyway. So, or you need to loosen up. Tell yourself that when someone you care about dies. So, I don't know. I have had just such an awful time because of that stuff. Again, not because of my fiance. It has nothing to do with her. I've had a lot of fun with her. The few stores we were able to go to and stuff like that, I had a great time, but I was immediately nauseous. I thought I was going to pass out. I just had to go home. And it got to the point where when I drove her back home, because we're using, well, anyways, it doesn't even matter. It's like adding unnecessary details that don't add anything to the story. But when I drove her home in order to get more of her stuff, it was hard for me just to make it back, like the 30 minutes, because I was just so woozy. I did, and I've been in the hotel room literally the rest of the day by myself. Again, nothing to do with her. This is, just kind of our plan. We're kind of going back and forth between different spots and stuff like that. But I have been stuck here by myself all day, watching some episodes of Sonic X. I fell asleep to watching motorbike racing on the TV. I could play the Switch, but I don't even feel like it. Sorry, this is so shaky. I could play the Switch, but I don't even feel like it because of how bad I felt and how depressed I felt because of how bad I felt and how I feel like I ruined our whole trip and everything. It was supposed to be fun. So, there's really no moral of the story. It's more just like a frustrating couple of days. And I don't normally make these types of videos, but I don't know, I do what I want on this channel, I guess. I appreciate those of you who enjoy it and support that stuff. And hopefully you not get a kick out of this, but found something interesting here. Sorry for the shaky camera. I can't really hold my hand steady. If there's any news in the next like 2 days while I'm here that is really important, I might cover it like this. Hopefully less shaky. But I don't even know if I can make thumbnails because I'm on my phone. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day. Hopefully you have a better day than I am. And stay shui.